Yeah, man, hard-fought victory. We knew that was going to be a tough team. They've just shown it. They're not the second winningest program since 2000 for no reason. Like, that was a fundamentally sound, aggressive football team, and we knew they were going to be tough to beat. Now, we were able to be more consistent. We were able to win the one-on-one battles more consistently, and we knew that was going to be the challenge. It wasn't to be out-scheme them and confuse them. It was going to be on both sides of the ball. We have to win the one-on-one battles, and we did that more. And, proud of the way we took care of the football, and we got 4 takeaways, which is huge. You win the turnover margin +4, you got a great chance to be on the right side of the outcome. And so we'll enjoy it. There's always room to get better. I'm sure you guys will ask about those things, and I'll answer them, and we'll evaluate them. But today we're going to enjoy this thing. It's hard, man. Like, it's hard. Like, these guys put these coaching staff, these guys put a lot into trying to achieve an outcome that you achieve today. And so I always remind them, like, enjoy this. We'll get back to work tomorrow, but enjoy this because you get 12 guaranteed opportunities, and it's hard to get one. It's hard to earn a victory. Sometimes we take that for granted. And so I'm reminding myself as I remind them, enjoy this. We'll get back to work tomorrow. So with that, I'll open up for questions.
Front row on the left, Tyler Horka.
What does winning a defensive slugfest kind of do for you guys in a season that's been pretty high scoring to this point? Is it cathartic almost?
Cathartic?
Cathartic, like a big relief, a big sigh of relief.
Yeah. Using them big words, man.
I didn't go to Missouri like Jack Sobel.
It is, to think about where that defense was and how they felt 2 weeks ago. So after week 2 A&M, after week 3 versus Purdue, to think about how, it was a low point for us all. And to see the way they've stayed committed, stayed together, they've worked tirelessly to come up with a better output, and I'm so proud of them. They work hard, and to play that way, to play like they played last week, play like they played this week, and it's not perfect, but to get that type of outcome and the number of points you give up, I'm extremely happy for them.
I know you don't want to talk specifics about officiating, but we did see you get pretty animated on the sideline. Yeah. Was there one call in particular? Was it a buildup of things? And just how do you kind of manage that as the game goes along?
Yeah, I know Justin, man. He did our Virginia game last year. He's a good guy, works hard. And, they've called throughout the season, they're going to protect the quarterback, right? And I talked to him before the game. I said, hey, you protect our quarterback. But I got some questions about, some of the penalties you called. And he went through them and was great, and I'm sure he's right. Like, I'll go back and look, but in the heat of the moment, you kind of want to defend your guys, and I don't know what else Jason could do. That's the one. It was probably the only one. The other one I saw, the hand hit the head. They told me if the guy's hand hits the helmet, I think King, they're going to call it. So but it's probably the one with Onye. It's hard, man. He's 300-something pounds. Like, to try to get to the side and not land on, that's a difficult thing to do, but I have a lot of respect for those guys. I do. And, it's just heat of the moment. They know that I'll never disrespect them. Like, I appreciate how they work.
Front row on the right, Eric Hansen.
I'd ask you if this was a serendipitous victory, but I don't know what it means. What does Leonard Moore bring to this team beyond the interceptions, to this defense? What did you learn about plugging him back in today and what he does?
I mean, you talk about a guy that's for – I think 2 weeks, right? He's been out and haven't been able to practice much, right? He's been able to do some work with our strength staff, but not practice much. And this week he was able to limit his practice reps. Like, we were able to get him in there, but he didn't practice full. I mean, it shows he's a special player. Like, I don't want to say this too loud because we got players in here, but, like, practice is important, and we preach how important practice is. Leonard got enough work that he can go out there and do his job, and it's just a confidence, I think, that we have as a coaching staff, the team has when he's out there.
And can you let us in a little bit on what happened to Noah that knocked him out, and were some of your fourth down tries a result of him being out, or were you going to go?
He had the injury 2 weeks ago. He missed the game, came back last week, was good enough to kick from a certain distance. And then this week, mean, he kicked on Tuesday, was really sore, and was questionable. He wanted to go try in pregame, and it was a no-go. So, you know, it factors into the fourth down decisions. Like, we got to continue to build confidence. I have to make sure I have confidence to kick it from certain distances instead of telling our offense to go for it. I got a lot of confidence in our offense, and so we got to keep building that confidence in me and in those guys. And so, yeah, that played a factor into it.
Front row on the left, Jack Sobel.
Coach, kind of along the lines of what Tyler asked about winning a game where not everything is perfect offensively, and I know it hasn't been perfect the last couple of weeks, but when you have to work through the goal line stop and CJ missing Will on fourth down, like how'd you see your offense respond to that?
They're competitive. They're pissed. Like, sorry to say that. Like, they're upset because they're competitors and they wanna be perfect. Like, that's the type of competitors we have in that locker room, and that's how I expect them to respond. Because when you get upset, right, you understand that there's answers. Like, if they weren't upset and they were, man, it's okay. Like, next play, probably not the competitor that I believe we should have. And so, you know, they own it. They find the answers. And they go out there and attack. And so, you're not going to be perfect. And but they executed when it mattered the most.
And then when the defense wasn't playing well earlier in the season, you talked a lot about marrying up the rush and the coverage. How did you feel like they did that well today?
It felt better. I mean, it was still times in the fourth quarter of the game I felt like the quarterback was scrambling a little bit too much for my liking. I got to go back and see how he got out. But, you know, we got some sacks. We got some pressure on the quarterback. But, you know, I'm a perfection guy. We got to make sure we get him down all the time. But it's definitely improving.
Front row on the right, Pete Sampson.
You won a lot of games on defense last year. I think today was as close as you've come to winning on a defense. Like, so not just for the roster, but for the staff. Like, what's the significance of that? That, okay, we don't need to win in shootouts. Like, we can win holding a team, you know, to one touchdown.
Yeah, it's what it's going to take to reach our full potential, and I don't know what that's going to be, right? But in order for us to reach our full potential, we have to play complementary football, all three phases, and we're going to need the offense to carry us. Sometimes if the defense is struggling, and vice versa, right? If the offense is struggling, we need the defense. We always got to be superior in a special teams game, and so this is what a team is, and there's going to be days like today that our offense wasn't perfect. Our offense did a heck of a job, 28 points or whatever, and, you know, sometimes the points lie a little bit because we get the ball 4th and 1 on the 1. Hey, we don't score, but you did flip the field by 74 yards, and that's important. So we need to have a complementary football team to reach our full potential.
And how much do you think of the defensive improvement is just time? Like, your secondary was as sort of full as you have had all year. You know, Chris has had a few games now. Like, how much do you think time was just part of it?
Yeah, I mean, time matters, right? There is no substitution for time and experience, but you can expedite that process. I've always said that. And we say we can't just trust the process. We got to expedite. We got to fix the process with urgency. And so it's a collection of both the experience that they've had in the first 5 games, but also being able to come together and fix some areas, some issues that we have. And you have to have them both. Right, you have to have them both to truly get to where you believe you should be. So I think it's a mixture of both in their performance.
On the left, Pete Byrne.
You guys put a lot of pressure on their quarterback today. How much of that was schematic and how much of it was, like you said earlier, just winning those one-on-one matchups?
Or both. I haven't watched it. We were aggressive in some play calls, but we got some 4-man pass rush pressure on the quarterback too. So, yeah.
In the back row, Dylan.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, is that? I'm good, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I understood you there. Back row on the left, Dylan Sin.
Tay Johnson, first career interception today, a couple of big hits. Just what has he shown you the last couple of weeks to give him more snaps, and how much trust do you have in him right now?
I mean, he's been starting to pass, I think, 2 weeks, 2 games. I mean, that shows you the confidence we have in him. He's earned it through the way he's practiced. He's been close the last couple games on getting some of those picks, and it was good to see him get one today. He's a really good football player, and he's an improving football player. He's a freak athlete, but improving in terms of how he's playing the game. And so he's got a high ceiling, and I'm excited for his future.
Coach Freeman, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.